thank you very much for coming along to this Free Agent Fundamentals webinar today. It's going to be hosted by myself, Kris Sawford. So I am one of the sales managers here at FreeAgent. Been with FreeAgent for about 6 years now, 6.5 years, and been working within the industry for about 10. So really looking forward to taking you guys through a little bit more about FreeAgent compared to what you would have got from Accountex. Joining me today, we've got Sammie Hussain, who's one of our onboarding specialists and has been with us for around about sort of 2.5 years as well. And we've also got Eoin McNamara, who's one of our practice implementation consultants, and he's been with us just coming up for sort of 6 to 12 months now as well. So, and we'll delve more into what those roles are and how we can be helping you as well. Just for a little bit of an added bonus for anyone that wasn't aware, you do get awarded 1 CPD point for this webinar because it is CPD accredited. So you'll get a certificate afterwards as well. But it is worth 1 because it's less than an hour as well for you guys. So a little bit of an added bonus for anyone that wasn't aware of it. So taking you guys through a little bit of the agenda that we've got coming up for you today, which is a little bit more of a who, what, and why of FreeAgent, who we are, what we do, and why we exist. We'll then be going on to a little bit more about client fit, followed up by FreeAgent's most powerful features. So you may have seen a bit of Accountex, but we want to take you through a little bit of that, a bit of a whistle-stop tour on where we're at. Then Sammie's going to come in with becoming a partner and our onboarding process. And then Eoin's going to be taking us through a demonstration of FreeAgent as well, a bit of a whistle-stop tour. Now, coming up just now, we've got the very first of a series of polls throughout this webinar. So this is just to allow us to really see sort of your appetite as well for becoming a partner with us. So I'm going to launch that first poll just now, and then these will also come up 2 more times throughout. But the first one is effectively just seeing at this point in time if you would like to take a free trial of FreeAgent, and we can have one of our colleagues contact you afterwards. So if we take 20 seconds just for folk to answer that just now, then we can follow up with you afterwards, and we'll ask a couple more polls throughout. So if you missed this, don't worry, there's more opportunities, and then we'll crack on. So we'll give it a few more seconds. We've got a few good responses there. Right, so a couple of people there that they're already FreeAgent partners, but they would love to hear from their account manager. Fantastic. Thank you very much for coming along. Hopefully nothing on this webinar is too much of a surprise to you, but it's great to have you. Right, so we'll end that one there. So thank you very much for that. And those who have answered yes, fantastic. And those that are already a partner, we'll get your account manager to give you a call as well. So cracking on a little bit with the who, what, why, where. So, or who, what, why, sorry. So who are FreeAgent? So a bit of 2024 in numbers. So currently we are about 176,000 total users on the software, which I think if you haven't really heard too much about us, we're a bit of a bigger fish than what we probably would have been classed as before. What that's made up of is 90,000 what we call practice managed clients. So that is clients that come directly from our accountancy practices, of which we have 5.1 thousand partners at the moment and growing. 66,000 of our NatWest clients are through end user, and we'll get on to what that means shortly. As well as 20,000 direct customers. So that's people that pay us directly, not through their accountant, but they come to us directly as well as a small business. On top of that, we currently have around 290 staff, which has grown substantially since I've been here over the last 6.5 years. And we're extremely proud of our NPS score, which is our Net Promoter Score, so customer satisfaction of 75, because it's world class. It's the highest in the industry, and we're extremely proud of it. Cutting across to the bottom left-hand corner, which kind of ties in with that, is looking at our support team. So those are the partners that we have on already today. Will hopefully attest to the fantastic support that we have here at FreeAgent. And we do have a 97% customer satisfaction score as well. Something that a lot of softwares, I don't think, talk about too much because it tends to only be in the news when it's a bad news story. But we like to shout with this that our uptime is actually 99.98%, in which is actually phenomenally good. Because we build a lot of what we do, we've got a round-the-clock team as well that's constantly looking at uptime. So we like to shout about that we don't really have any downtime at all. And something that we shout about quite irregularly, to be honest, and we decided to start doing so just recently, is in the past 12 months, we've actually had 4,417 releases. So for existing partners, if you have ever felt well, what's came out. We've actually had from the very smallest little bug fixes all the way up to some really substantial outlays, such as landlords, that kind of thing, landlord products, and been able to even recently been able to change year end on self-assessment. So all things that come into that. So that's a little bit about us. And looking at FreeAgent and the focus. So to give you a little bit of a history lesson on where FreeAgent was. So we were founded in 2008 by 3 contractors that we were born out of the frustration that they had with the system that they were currently using. And we are originally for contractors and freelancers. So if you've heard about us being good for that, that's where that sort of myth comes from. Moving forward into 2014, we became sort of FreeAgent's best for micro businesses and contractors alike. So looking at those smallest of the businesses in the UK. And moving forward into 2018 to 2023. So June 2018, we were actually purchased by the NatWest Group, and we were acquired by them in June, as I say. And at that point, we were best for micro businesses as a whole. And moving forward into now and into the future, FreeAgent is best for small businesses looking to grow. Now, that's not a misprint. It is supposed to say small with a capitalized all. And that's primarily because where we look to go is helping those businesses that are looking to grow from micro all the way up to sort of your more medium-sized businesses as well. So a few key differentiators with regards to FreeAgent. So we touched on the fact of our NPS score before, but just to reiterate it, we have the highest on the market when it comes to our net promoter score, and we're extremely proud of that. There's a lot of work that goes into it. The ease of use, we don't use any accounting jargon. Our clients and end users alike say that the language within FreeAgent is some of the easiest to understand. And when you're coming from a factor that you don't know accounting, being able to just go into the banking and have things like money in and money out is so relieving. And Eoin's going to be able to touch on that a little bit later, and you'll see a glimpse of that as well. We've got the most functionally rich mobile app on the market. We've won awards for it previously. We've also got friendliest software of the year, sort of 4 or 5 years in the trot with ICB as well. Client app of the year in 2021. And about 90 to 95% of what your clients can do within FreeAgent can be done on the mobile app. A really big one is, since we're owned by the NatWest Group and we're a part of that circle, any clients that you have that bank with NatWest, RBS, Ulster Bank, or the new challenger bank Metal, they also get FreeAgent at no extra cost. Something that we really pride ourselves on here, all the way from the human touch that you had at Accountex, all the way through to our support in your account management, is the human touch approach that we have to everything we do. We believe in a call first culture, which is if you have a question, we want to call you up and speak about it. And even for your support, we've got email, live chat, and in-person people for you to be able to call up and speak to as well. As well as that, we also have impressive partner discounts. So away just from that sort of free element, what we offer to our partners and accountants and bookkeepers alike is a really impressive partner discount tier pricing. Latest Trustpilot scores. So we currently have an excellent rating on Trustpilot. Again, something that we like to shout about, we're extremely proud of, is that we have a score of 4.7, which is significantly higher than some of our competitors. It's not a mudslinging contest at all, because everybody on this list has a good piece of kit. But what we're saying is that when it comes to friendly software, and what we pride ourselves on with that human touch, is clearly making movements, and it's definitely seen, which we're extremely happy and proud about. So who is FreeAgent actually suitable for? So you're probably sitting there thinking, that's all well and good, Kris, but who's this actually good for? How's this going to benefit my practice? So where it's going to benefit is the clients that we're actually good for are your sole traders, your limited companies, landlords, contractors, these micro businesses that are really small. They're the typical one-person businesses that really don't have too much of a clue about accounting, but also growing up to that startups and growing businesses that are looking to develop. So your entrepreneurs that are taking on something and growing, that's where we're looking to go as well. As well as like your service-based businesses. We have hundreds, if not thousands of practices using this for us with us at the moment, as it's part of our partner program that when you become a bronze partner, we really help you out with that as well. So that's just an idea of what the type of businesses that we cater to. And you can see from that, it takes away from that sort of myth that it used to be there that we're only good for contractors. We've really developed the app out. So if you've seen us a few times and thought, No, not at this point. A few years back, we're leaps and bounds ahead of where we were back then. So just kind of reiterate on that to kind of show you what that kind of looks like is feature rich for all businesses. So what that sort of comprises of is open bank feeds. So we build our bank feeds. We don't use a third party, so we don't have dropout. We've got client alerts so that it makes you aware. So that's on your practice dashboard. I want to be able to take you through that as well, but it allows you to be able to see what your clients are doing day in, day out. So it allows you, it's not practice management, but it allows you to be on top of that a little bit better as well. Invoicing into 90-day cash flow forecast to enable your clients to really manage their business and get cash flow in as quickly as possible, all the way down to our unique tax timeline. And again, our mobile app, which is available, it has all of this available on it as well. We now have tax submissions for self-assessment, VAT, CT 600, and FRS 105 end of year filing. And something that we've recently brought out is something called Smart Capture, which we'd be more than happy to kind of demonstrate to you as well later on, or if you choose to become a partner, then you also get discounts as well onto that to be able to help your clients out and help your practice workflow as well. And we'll touch on the connected ecosystem shortly. So with regards to that connected ecosystem, this is kind of what we're really talking about, is who we integrate with. So you might be using a bit of a tech stack within your practice. You might not even know what a tech stack is. And for that, we are definitely here to help you build that out. When you're coming to e-commerce and payments, so helping not just your clients, but your practice get paid faster, we've got you sorted. We've got a huge array here. When it comes to banking, we have pretty much all of the high street banks out there. We're the first in the UK to have a Metro Bank feed on open banking as well, because we work very closely with them. Your compliance and tax, again, all sorted because we've got the big names there. Data entry, practice management, everything that is available to you. And we've recently just announced Client Engager and Xenon Connect. There's some really powerful practice management tools that we've got as well in place to really help you guys get through to your clients a bit easier. So a little bit about something that we're exceptionally proud of that we brought out towards the end of last year is Amazon FBA. Now that means fulfilled by Amazon. Now anyone that uses Instagram or TikTok, you'll see it all over the place. It's got reels upon reels of people talking about using this as a bit of a side hustle. But one of the issues is actually how do you get warehouse fees, promotion fees, delivery fees, loan payments, etc., into your bookkeeping and accounting software. So we built an Amazon FBA integration that is an added extra. It is an add-on, but it's extremely well priced compared to the rest of the market as well. But what this allows you to be able to do as a practice is that if you're not looking at these types of clients, it enables you to be able to go out and take on more business as well, if that's of interest to you. And that's something that your account manager can help you do later on. So one of the final ones from myself, just to reiterate, the fully subsidized licenses through NatWest, RBS, Ulster Bank, and they're not so new metal Challenger Bank now as well. All of these accounts, if you have a business account, the account is completely free of charge, and there's no cost to it for the life of that account. So I'm going to pass over to my colleague Sammie now, who's going to take you through our onboarding and why it's so great to be a partner with us, as he's one of our onboarding specialists and likely to be one of the people that you'll be speaking to moving forward.
Thanks, Kris. So yeah, as you mentioned, my name's Sammie. I'm one of the onboarding specialists here at FreeAgent. So I'll speak to you about how and why you should become a FreeAgent partner. I'll start off by saying that, first of all, if any of you have clients already on FreeAgent, or even if you've heard the webinar today and you like what you see and it's something that you're going to be using going forward, partnering is an absolute no-brainer. I always say this. First of all, there's no cost whatsoever to partner. So there's nothing to lose. All you require, although we don't charge, all that's required to come on board on the partner program is 1, signing our partner agreement, and 2, passing our essentials accreditation. I've had people come off and do it within 10, 15 minutes, and I would say max about half an hour. So it's that easy. You can become a FreeAgent partner within half an hour. Simple as that. Now, when you do become a partner, you have access to all the partner benefits. Now, they include a centralized dashboard. So we all know about the mundane tasks. If you've got clients on softwares, you've got different logons, different users, different passwords, can take quite some time to go through all of them, especially if you've got 5 in one day, for example. But the dashboard gets rid of that. You'll be able to add all your clients on one easy to log on access dashboard. 2 clicks of a button, you'll be able to access these clients' accounts. You'll also be able to add staff members as well. So if you've got multiple employees or colleagues in the practice, you can add on their users and logons, and you'll be able to access the same centralized dashboard as well. Okay. Now, we all know about the NatWest link that Kris mentioned. That's great. There's plenty of those clients, but there's also plenty of clients that don't bank with NatWest and actually pay a subscription fee for whatever reason. So there's plenty of them as well. And you'll be pleased to hear that you'll be able to offer exclusive partner discounts for these clients to entice them to come onto the software as well. Okay, so that's only available as a partner. When you do complete your onboarding journey, you'll unlock your dedicated account manager. So that's your kind of go-to person. Anything to do with FreeAgent, you'll be able to contact them, whether it be by giving them a call, send them an email. It just gives you that bespoke person to speak to as well. Okay, you get invited along to a lot of exclusive stuff as well, such as events and webinars. You'll be pleased to hear, again, there's CPD accredited points available and up for grabs as well. So it makes it even more worthwhile for you if you decide to attend these. Okay. Along with that, now, don't worry if obviously you're quite green to FreeAgent as well. We have unlimited access to expert and bespoke training sessions. It could be anything. It could be a full demo you need, or if there's specific parts of the software that you're struggling with, we're here and on hand. If you've got colleagues and staff members that started, have never used FreeAgent before, and you're thinking, how do I train them up? We've got you covered. So that's all included as part of the partner program as well. So use and abuse that, I would say. And finally, of course, we've got directory listing. So this is a great way to get your name out there, especially if you're small or your new practice starting out. Once you come on board on the partner program, we'll have your practice up, your logos on, and anyone searching for an accountant in that area will be able to find you as well, okay? Now, if you like the sound of this, we're going to run a quick poll. If you are interested in becoming a partner, please tick yes. We'll get someone out to you as soon as possible, and we'll start your onboarding journey as well, okay? So I'll give you a minute or so to answer. Now, that's me. So what I'll do now is I'll just hand you over to my colleague, Eoin, that will take you through a short demo.
Thank you, Sammie. Just going to share screen there. You'll have to stop sharing, Kris, I think. Thank you. Let's put it in here. Perfect. So, hi, my name is Eoin. I'm part of the implementation here at implementation team here at FreeAgent. And if you do become a partner, you will be able to avail of our training sessions. So, as Sammie spoke upon, we do end-to-end sessions. We also do specific sessions, whether that's on CIS or end-of-year filings or whatever it may be that you're having difficulty within the software. So first thing I'm going to show you, this is your practice dashboard, and you know it's your practice dashboard because it has a green banner on the top. As Sammie discussed, this is where you can keep all your clients in one space, and you're able to switch to those clients without having a password for each individual client. What I'm going to show you quickly is the alerts. So this is the alerts function that Kris touched on when he was chatting, and this just allows you to see a bird's eye view of your client's accounts without actually having to go into each individual account. So there is a list of predetermined rules. So if I go into new alert rule, and from the drop down, you pick from this rules. So all you do with the rule is pick your rule and you add the parameter or the amount to the rule. So if the director loan account is overdrawn by £5,000, any client who reaches that threshold will populate that alert rule down at the bottom. Just running through the rules really quick, you have your VAT return and you choose the amount of days in which you want to have a client enter here with the return due, and I have it set in 30 days. Also, another one is that the primary user hasn't logged in, so however upset you want to get, you can set that at 90 days or 100 days. We also have our director's loan account, as I touched on. You have a year end coming within 30 days. Another good one is that your non-VAT registered UK company, when their turnover reaches 75,000 is what I've set it as, but so you can capture it before they hit the 90,000 and you have to switch them over straight away as soon as they hit the 90,000. Also in our dashboard, you are able to connect your agent service account with HMRC. To do this, you can do that at the top right-hand side of your practice name. You click into settings and just go into HMRC connections, where you connect your agent service account with your FreeAgent account, so you're able to do all your MTD needs within your dashboard. I'm just going to switch to a client's account and just go over really quickly a bit of our bulk find and requote function within our banking. So if you have your bank account, and in our bank accounts, with our bank feeds, we do own and operate all of our own bank feeds. But let's say your client comes to you and they've made a mistake on their bank where they've went to Tesco's and they've put it down as staff entertaining, and it actually should be accommodation and meals. That's fine. You can go back in, even if these have already been approved, and you can hold shift on the top icon to the bottom icon, and you'll see over on the right-hand side, this is our bulk find and recode function, where I'm able to change the VAT rate, as well as being able to change the category. So I can call that accommodation and meals instead of staff entertaining, and I can hit explain for transactions, where that will switch those into accommodation and meals as the accounting category for me. Also, I have the Amazon integration to show. So a few of the visitors to our stand in Accountex wanted to see the Amazon integration, and we weren't able to show it at Accountex. So I just want to kind of show you how they manage it in here. So if I just go into the banking and bank accounts, when you create your Amazon connection to your FreeAgent account, it basically creates an Amazon UK seller dummy bank account, where it import all your sales data and all your bills into the Amazon bank dummy account. So if I go into the accounting year 23-24, you'll see that I have my list of my invoices, credit notes, bills, and also it does take into account like your Amazon loans and also your Amazon current reserve amounts as well. So if I just click into an invoice, you'll be able to see here that these invoices are quite lengthy. So this is what Amazon will be giving to you once you have your Amazon account set up. And before, what you'd have to do is you'd have to categorize each one of these lines to their certain accounting category. What FreeAgent does is it'll actually categorize all of these for you. So if you look at SQ code 322, it actually is all of these lines are for just one product. So you can see that FreeAgent will categorize all those products for you. The upper limit for transactions in a day is 200 items. So that would be for these 10 lines nearly, that would count as one item. So you'd have 200 of those in a day. It also has, if I go back into the banking transactions, it will show me my bills. So if I go in and view my bills, it's taking into account my postaging and also my advertising charges. Also, Amazon does take fees if you leave your items in their warehouse too long, so it'll take into account those. If we go back as well onto the second page, you can see as well that it'll take into account your Amazon loan repayments as well. I also have one for approval transaction in here, and this is basically just transferring from my distribution from my Amazon settlement report to my regular bank account. So then it'll reconcile. So I can just click in here, approve and save, and then that money has been moved over and approved into my business current account. That's all for my short demo today, but if you do become a practice partner, then you'll be able to avail of more training sessions down the line with either me or one of the implementation team members. I'm going to stop sharing now, and we're going to launch a little poll as well. So we just have one more poll, and it should be on your screen in a minute.
Thanks for that, Owen. So that poll should be available to everyone just now, just for the last one that's up there just now. And once, so we'll give that a couple of seconds. So if you haven't had the opportunity to do so, and you would like to become a partner with us and hear more from us and move forward and have training sessions with the likes of Owen and our team, and also find out some of the great things that we can actually do for not just your clients, but also for your practice, then we'd be more than overjoyed to actually welcome you on board and have a chat with you going over the next couple of weeks. For the meantime, though, thank you very much for attending. We really do appreciate it, and for you to find out more about us. If you have answered yes, fantastic. We'll look forward to hearing from you soon. If no problem at all, and we'll hopefully catch up with you in the near future, and we'll hopefully have a call with you at some point soon. But if you do have any questions in the meantime, please don't hesitate in giving us a quick shout. But thank you very much for your time.